Hey, I think we're up. We should be up. Let us know how it's coming through to you folks out there. Let me drop the open cabin.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation.
Make sure you subscribe,
Lifestyle of the
thumbs
locked and
ups, ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. We are live. Maybe we're live. There we go. We're live. We are live. Come on, jazz hands. Let's do the jazz hands, jazz pinkies, whatever the hell you guys want to do. We are live. I hope you got your big girl panties on. This is episode 428 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. And the subject tonight, since we're all here from Florida, and plus since this nonsense is going on anyway, Florida tries to ban semi-autos and forced registration, all under the guise of a assault rifle ban, right? So we're going to talk about that a little bit. A couple of things there. These guys won't ever forget about Florida. They're always coming at us, always trying to get at us. And our guest tonight, we've got, if you guys can see him right there, there he goes, Rodimus Millimus. He's in the house.
Hello,
of the
everyone.
conch penis has joined us.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right.
We've also got Walter Keller in the house. There he goes. Walter Keller is here. What's the problem?
You're not even 30 seconds into the podcast.
Oh, no, Lola's mad because I said conch penis. It's a technical term, woman. We've got Walter Keller, and of course we've got Babyface P joining us. We've got you guys out there. Please smash the thumbs ups as you come in. We appreciate that. We appreciate all the love and the hate out there. It all helps. It's all good. This show is brought to you by Walther Firearms, of course.
Walther.
Yeah, Walther Firearms, Babyface is going to be with us, but you're not going to be with us the whole time, right, Babyface?
Not
You're
for too
play
long. No, I'm gonna jump out in probably 30 or 45 minutes.
Okay, you're going to play hooky here at some point.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Do some other stuff.
Are there any problems? Does someone say it's buffering? We have some internet issues going on over here, so I don't know.
So he's working.
It is buffering.
Okay, is that me?
I'm actually looking at my computer and my TV, and
Yeah.
it's good now though.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's good right
working for
now.
me.
Okay. All right. Let's see how it goes. We'll probably have to bounce around through a couple of things. This is an old building, and the wiring here for this stuff is horrible. So, what can I say, man? It's how it goes. We'll mess around with it. So, yeah. So we're gonna talk a lot about Florida since we're all here from Florida. What's up with you guys? Have any of you guys seen this stuff? This isn't like brand new news. It's been going on here for a little while in Florida. So, yeah. Unfortunately, these guys aren't giving up. What's that, Rod?
I was gonna say it's new to me. I didn't know anything about it actually.
Well, they want to do this constitutional amendment thing also, which
Mhm.
I think DeSantis just, if I'm not mistaken, he signed something saying there was some change about being able to do that, that the legislature pushed through or something. But making all these goofy changes to the Florida Constitution. Next thing you know, they'll be trying to ban straws on the Florida Constitution. So,
yeah. They're gonna keep. Yeah.
they can't get the things passed the normal way. So they go to, we're going to put it in the Constitution. It's like the Constitution is not about. It'd be like putting in the U.S. Constitution, we can't have plastic straws. Come on, guys, get it real. There's so many more important things going on in the world besides the whole plastic straw thing. It's all diversion anyway.
Yeah. Plus, those stainless steel straws are incredibly dangerous if you're holding them up and then you fall and it pierces your eye and goes into your brain and kills you.
I'm threatening to take a stainless steel straw and turn it into a machine gun. So,
It could be done.
Now,
It could be done.
I was actually I went to lunch the other day, and I actually ate at BurgerFi, and they had paper straws. So I mean, I'm down for ending plastic. That's cool. I don't mind it having a paper straw, but I definitely don't want a steel straw though.
try drinking a milkshake with a paper straw.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not gonna happen. That's not
When you
gonna happen.
got to really go down on it hard.
Oh, Walter, I don't know. That's you. You are the king of going down hard on stuff. I don't know.
When you're trying to get that chocolate shake up that straw, it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm
It
saying?
ain't gonna
Once
work.
again,
You got to get a spoon.
phrasing, Walter, phrasing.
I know what I said. I know myself up that.
Phrasing. Yeah, I have no idea where Babyface went to. Plus, I think where most of us are gonna have AKs. I guess I've got an AK to show you guys that just came in today. I know. I'm guessing Walter has an AK. Babyface has one.
I can get
Rod
one.
Mills, you got an AK laying around?
Nope, I'm trying to get the AKV from Palmetto State Armory. So.
AKV.
I
Yeah,
just,
you're gonna have to be fast.
Customer picked one of those up today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was he happy, Walter, when he got his AKV? Happy man.
I don't know if he was happy, but I was happy they let me look at it.
What did you think when you saw it? How did it look?
It looks fine. I mean, it looks like it's well made. You know, I mean, yeah, no worries on my end.
Okay.
So
yeah. All right. Cool. So yeah, we'll have a couple of AKs here amongst us all. Let me see here. Let's start out with the top stuff. Let's just roll right into that. I'll open this article, throw it up here for you folks. Boom, there we go. So Florida AG challenges ballot measure that would outlaw most semi-automatic firearms in the state. I'm going to go through it and read this for you. The news out of Florida in terms of gun rights hasn't been very good in the last year and a half. Since Parkland, we've been fighting it. Make Florida the gunshine state again. That's our battle cry here. Any state named most improved by a civilian disarmament operation like Giffords has some serious problems where the Second Amendment is concerned. Serious problems like the current ballot initiative that would outlaw all assault weapons. What's the initiative's definition of an assault weapon? There's the rub. The measure would ban the possession of semi-automatic rifles and shotguns. So this is what they consider assault. Semi-automatic would be defined by the measure as any weapon which fires a single projectile or a number of ball shots through a rifled or smoothbore for each single function of the trigger without further manual action required.
Wake up, Fuds. Wake up, Fuds. There goes your hunting shotgun.
Yeah.
Wake up, Fuds.
Assault.
So, hey.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I interrupt you real quick? AD, what political background are they?
I believe our Attorney General is Republican. She's trying to stop this.
Yeah,
we love her.
Oh,
she's trying to stop this.
Oh, okay.
She's on the side of the Lord and Jesus and the baby Jesus.
What about DeSantis?
DeSantis, he's the governor. I think DeSantis has been kind of strong. I'm going to see where he's at on this, but I think we got a couple of Democrats that got into some positions here in the last elections. That's because everyone was sleeping, like Walter said. We were crying it from the hills. Yeah, the Ag Commission and all that.
Nicole Fried, by the way.
Yeah.
Just look at your local gas station pump and you'll see her cute little face on it.
I saw that the other day. Whatever.
It looks like a realtor's sign.
Yeah. So so this is going to be bad stuff if they allow this to go through. And I know people think, "Oh, that's never going to happen," but you need to be aware of it. I know there's people saying like, "Okay, what should we do?" First step, become aware of it. Second step, start talking to your elected officials here in Florida.
And start talking to your friends too.
Yeah.
A lot of these people go, I don't get involved with this political stuff. It's like, well, when you go to one day when you go to the gun store to buy something, well, why don't you have this anymore? Well, because it got banned. Well, I didn't know that was going on.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's a lot of stuff people don't know is going on. Let me keep going through here. I'm going to go back for a beat. So the measure would ban possession of semi-automatic rifles and shotguns. Semi-automatic would be defined by the measure as any weapon which fires a single projectile or a number of ball shots through a rifled or smoothbore for each single function of the trigger without further manual action required. Assault weapon would be defined by the measure as any semi-automatic rifle or shotgun capable of holding more than 10 rounds of ammunition at once, either in a fixed or a detachable magazine. This is like California level bullshit.
This is nuts.
or any other ammunition feeding device. These guys are really up their game with this nonsense. The definition of assault weapon would exclude handguns under the measure. For now. We'll say, yeah, that's bad, but it's not. But all is not yet lost in the land formerly known as the Gunshine State. And then it goes on to talk about how Florida's Republican Attorney General is trying to scuttle a proposed constitutional amendment that would ban the type of rifle used in last year's Parkland school shooting, a move that comes as the state's gun control debate intensifies heading into 2020. And this is why you got to talk to your friends, right, Walter?
Yeah, oh yeah, you got to spread the gospel. You gotta, bring it up in conversation. Make it a point of, when you're sitting around having a beer, you hear about this bullshit,
Yeah.
Get excited.
Yeah. Let's see. So Attorney General Ashley Moody asked the state Supreme Court on Friday to block the ballot initiative, which is being pushed by Miami-based Ban Assault Weapons Now. That's the name of the group. A group that wants to ban most semi-automatic rifles. The group has gathered more than 99,000 certified signatures so far, enough to trigger an automatic legal review of the amendment by the state's highest court. Why does Moody object to a ballot measure that proponents say is only designed to get weapons of war, quote unquote, off Florida streets?
Weapons of war.
Well, yeah. In a notice filed with the court, Moody said that the proposal as worded would ban the possession of virtually every semi-automatic long gun to be included on the ballot. The sprawling practical effect must be revealed in the ballot language.
I got 4 sitting in front of me right now.
Yeah.
Or behind me, rather.
Yeah.
I got 4 semi-auto assault weapons sitting right behind me. How scary are
your
they?
Ruger 1022 is an assault weapon.
Semi-automatic assault weapon.
Your model 1100 Remington FUD gun is assault weapon. Yeah.
Your semi-auto shotgun. Yeah.
Model 60, your Model 60 22, that everybody's got one. Their grandfather gave them one. Their great uncle gave them one.
Yeah.
It's this assault weapon.
Bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, Moody.
It's a fixed magazine, but it's still a 10-round magazine. It's an assault weapon.
Right. Moody also said that a provision that would grandfather existing owners of semi-automatic weapons is misleading because it requires owners to register their guns within a year. She called the amendment language deficient and said it would mislead voters. I'll stop it there for now so everyone can comment on this. Go ahead.
No registration. Do not register your guns no matter what happens.
Yeah, basically they're trying to introduce registration into Florida, which Florida does not have, for anyone who's curious. I know some people that come from some communist states of America to Florida for the first time. It's like, where do I register my guns? You don't in Florida, unless this nonsense goes through.
Yeah, if you don't like it, go back to Baltimore, or go
back to where you came from.
Go back to Jersey and New York. If you like it, if it's so nice up there, go back to fuck there. Yeah. No time for being nice. Niceness is over with these people. Don't treat them nice. There ain't nothing nice about these leftists. They don't treat you nice.
My favorite thing that they have there is that they use weapons of war for. When's the last time you guys have seen a 1022 taken to war?
Model 1100
Remington taken to war.
Taken to war. Yeah.
Who's taking an AR-15 to war? I don't know any country that uses the AR-15 as their weapon of choice. Yeah. I know the M16 and the M4, but that's not an AR-15.
Yeah. Red Bear says, who is leading the group that's pushing this amendment? I don't know if you could look that up, Babyface, that Miami-based group.
What's the name of the company?
It's in that thing. I sent you a link, and it's in our internal chat here. That's a good question. By the way, folks, we've got like over 100 folks out there, so if you guys can smash the thumbs ups, let us know. Let us know also who is in the state of Florida out there. We're all 4 of us in the state of Florida. So let us know who out there is in Florida. Even if you're not in Florida, this should bother you. Just like it bothers us when stuff like this happens in other states.
Same old bullshit.
Yeah. But they're really going hot and heavy on this one. We need to reverse all the bullshit that we got 1.5 years, 2 years ago, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just silly crap. I mean, and anyways, I don't know what you're supposed to. I don't know how you're supposed to come back about it. It's just, what about those people that got killed? Well, what about them?
Maybe if the knuckleheads, like the 3 deputies that were just standing around outside, would have gone in with some guns,
maybe if they would have went and engaged like they did in California there. Yeah. And they capped that bastard's ass. Then
be in a different position. Maybe if the sheriff over there wasn't such a little punk bitch.
I never understand this as well, and I know you've probably mentioned this. The definition of quote assault weapon would exclude handguns under the measure. The most criminally used weapons are shitty ass revolvers and they're handguns. It's always a handgun. Why? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't logically make any sense.
The bottom line is they want everything.
Yeah. Once they get that,
they don't like this.
Yeah.
They don't like the black powder pistol. It's banned in a lot of places. You can't have them in New York. I don't think you can have them. So it's like the whole objective is everything. And I can't understand why, really.
Yeah, this could never be allowed to happen in Florida. By the way, Rodney Brady says he's in Plantation. Shout out to Plantation. There's, I know Plantation, Florida. I like that part of Florida. It's,
If you know a leftist friend who's scared of guns, just ask them. Point out, what are you so scared of? Mm-hmm. They can't answer that question. There's no way they can answer that question. It's like they'll go off in some other direction. But what are you so scared of? You're not scared of the people that are doing this stuff. Mm-hmm. That's the problem, not the guns. The guns just sit there. This thing will sit. This thing will shit. It'll sit here for 500 years and rot.
Right.
You gotta get this finger thing behind it, and So, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess what it is it's easier to blame the gun than to blame people, because people, it is
it's more politically expedient, so to speak.
It doesn't affect certain groups. It doesn't affect certain neighborhoods. It doesn't affect it because the gun is the gun. It doesn't.
So the people on the board for ban assault weapons now is Congressman Ted Deutsch from Parkland. Douche, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mayor Skip Campbell, who I guess isn't alive anymore because it says in memoriam. Man, I can't speak. From Coral Springs.
That's all right. We all get a little bit of the itis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Hogg on the board. Who would have guessed? He's a committee member.
Wait, ho. David Hogg's on that board?
Committee members. Gail Schwartz, David Hogg, Maya Alver, Patricia Brigham, Paula the Honorary, so it says, Paula Dockery, Anita and Mitch Dorrit, Jeffrey Foster, Samantha Grady, Fred Guttenberg, Eden Heber, Debbie Hickson, Robert. All these people are Parkland parents. Yes. Every single one of these is a Parkland or a Pulse parent.
But you know what? That doesn't matter.
Honorary Philip Shaler, former Republican state attorney for Broward County. Yeah, so he's a retard.
Those guys need to move to California.
Someplace there's money.
But California probably doesn't want them.
You want to hear what the partner organizations are? Americans for Gun Safety Now, Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence, Florida American Academy of Pediatrics. Why the fuck do they have anything to say?
They've always been anti-gun.
Mm-hmm. Florida National Council of Jewish Women. What the fuck? That's weird.
Why would a Jewish woman be anti-gun?
Florida PTA. I know, you think they of all people would. The Jewish people of all would know. Yeah. Florida Veterans for Common Sense, League of Women Voters. Marley, every time that something comes in saying, hey, Marley, you should be voting this way because of the League of Women Voters, she always looks at it and is like, I disagree with everything they have to say.
Yeah.
It's always funny. March for Our Lives.
They don't represent all the women. That's the problem, right?
Yeah, no, they don't. They probably represent less than 50% of women in America. Mm-hmm. Probably less than 20% of women in America. But they're all the partner organizations have the money, come from money, and I would be interested to see where the money comes from for all these partner organizations.
Soros and Bloomberg.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah,
I'm not scared to say it. Why be scared to say it?
No, I just because we all know where it comes from.
Yeah, I mean it's
League of Women Voters is all backed by Democrat money. Brady Campaign, Democrat money. I don't understand the Florida American Academy of Pediatrics. Why they get any say in this?
They've always been anti-gun.
Really?
It's not a new thing. They've been anti-gun for a long time.
So they're
the ones that
are they anti-abortion also or no?
Those are the ones.
Just asking for a friend. I want to know if they're anti-abortion.
Those are the ones that push the doctors to ask your kids if you have any guns at home.
Yeah.
That's none of their fucking business.
Yeah. Harry's Holster says, I think Babyface should volunteer his time for IT work at this gun control group. What happened to our technical infrastructure? Oh, it doesn't work. So we'll get Babyface in there and mess it up. So
none of this. Well, no, it totally makes sense. I was gonna say it doesn't make sense, but look at the people who are behind all this. Of course, it makes sense.
It makes 100% sense.
They're crazy ideologues. That's all they are.
And once again, if you ask them what are they so scared of, they can't tell you. They can't give you a straight answer. There's nothing.
It's all insane. It's all insane.
And what's an assault? Ask them what an assault rifle is.
That's the biggest thing. What's an assault rifle? Well, it's a scary black gun.
Yeah.
I have 4 scary assault weapons sitting around my office right now, and not a single one has hunted me down at night.
Yeah.
I've been worried. I lock my door sometimes thinking that they're going to come in there and hunt me down and kill me, and they've yet to.
Yeah.
Got to sleep with one eye open when those scary assault weapons are hanging around your house. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the spoon makes me fat, or the fork makes me fat.
Yeah.
It's all stupid.
Ban the sun, Florida. Ban the sun. For all the crazy that it's making people. The sun here is making more people insane.
No, the sun brings the insane people here.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh my God.
And at that, gentlemen, I'm going to have some dinner with family. I may be back on afterwards. I'll find out.
All right. Okay. All right. We'll
see you later, Patrick.
Yeah. Take it easy. Say what's up to the family.
Thanks for covering for me, Rod.
Yeah.
No problem, sir.
And if you need that bitch, you let me know.
If you need what?
You have to explain that to them after I hop off.
Yeah. Okay. I have no idea what he's talking about now.
He's giving away a twin size bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he wanted to know if I wanted it. And I said, "No, I'm good. I got plenty of beds in my house."
He's got a twin size. Okay, you got plenty of beds, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know, I guess. Okay, and then we got some. That's not the end of the outrage here on the Florida thing. Then we've also got, now I know, Walter, this is not your favorite person that wrote this article.
What, the cat lady?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this up here. So I'm just warning you before we start this, okay? So in Ammoland has an article. It's called "Court Rules: Public Officials Can't Be Punished for Violating the Law," and it's an opinion by Marion P. Hammer, USF Executive Director, NRA past president. Shame on her. But anyway, so she's writing about this. A Leon County, Florida Circuit Court judge has just given rogue anti-gun public officials a get-out-of-jail-free card. The court is effectively given tacit approval for local government officials to knowingly and willfully violate the state preemption law by striking down the penalty provisions. The message is, go ahead and violate the law. The state can't punish you. Specifically, in a lawsuit brought by several anti-gun South Florida cities and counties, the court struck down the $5,000 fine and the risk of removal from office for individual and public officials, local governments, and government agencies who willfully and knowingly violate the state preemption law by adopting local gun control ordinances.
How?
So Florida, just to explain that real quickly, right, Walter, or Rod here. So Florida has preemption laws so that specific counties and cities, villages, whoever, can't make up their own gun laws. Everyone has to follow the Florida state laws. And then they had penalties there that made it as a punishment if those places try to do it. I know Gainesville has tried to do it. They're talking here about South Florida, but Gainesville, there's other parts of Florida that have tried to do that. And the laws that are in place would punish them, have penalties and all that kind of stuff that are inflicted on those people. But a judge has tried to strike that down.
How is it? Okay, let me see. The laws are made by the legislature and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, kind of like Congress and Senate supposed to make laws.
Right.
How is it the judge's place to say the law is no good? I don't get how
I'm not sure.
How does that work?
We've got activist judges, obviously, even here in Florida.
Hello.
Right?
So, what we're talking about, for those who don't know, some states, one county you can have a concealed weapons permit. Next county, at least be like that in Florida. Next county you had that you can't. Next one you can have a handgun. Next one you could have a handgun. or certain little laws. So it turns into a cluster of laws all over the state. You can't travel from one place to another without being worried that you're going to violate some law because of some leftist town you roll into where they're scared of their shadow and they ban everything, thinking that's going to save the planet. Now, I don't want to talk about it. What if you get caught with a straw? Oh my God, I got a plastic straw.
You criminal.
Yeah.
Criminal.
I guess you know where the straw came from?
Yeah. Where?
IKEA. The Swedes sell plastic straws.
Subverging Americans.
But you know what the Swedes do with their plastic straws when they get done with them?
I don't want to know.
What's that?
They burn them and make electricity. That's what they do.
Okay.
Really? So they're not worried. In Sweden, they're not worried about all this stuff that we go all nutty about because they just burn it and make electricity. So it's not a problem. They burn all the stuff. So.
Yeah, listen, I think this is one of the problems that we get. Like, people think that it's not important for them to vote, and I think judges are part of that, right?
Well, yeah,
because people don't go out. We can get rid of these judges just by voting. I mean, it's that simple.
Unfortunately, a lot of these judges go into this nonpartisan bullshit where you don't know what they. It's like when you go into a church and you don't. It's non-denominational, so it's just kind of a free for all. Well, the same thing goes on with these non-partisan or elections like that. How do you know where the guy stands on issues if he doesn't have any political a tag to his name? You don't.
Right.
I mean, how do you? He might be a great guy, but then again, he might be a Communist Party member that believes in Satan and stuff like that. Which, hey, if you do that, that's your own thing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't vote for any judges. I don't know who they are. So, it's. And if it comes time for the Supreme Court,
we've got different things to help people out when they go, when they're going in to vote. I guess that's what you're talking about, right? Like,
how do you know where the guy stands if there's no party affiliation? Nothing. You don't.
It's very different. I mean, but there are some places that are rating them and that will give you that, because I mean, they do for the most part do have party affiliations. You just have to dig to find it. But then
Yeah, I mean, how much time? Okay. How much time do I have in the day to start researching all these judges?
And what does party affiliation mean? We've got some anti-gun Republicans here in the state.
Well, I know that too, but at least gives you a little bit to go on, versus nothing, or some law, his work history, which doesn't mean anything either, really, and when you think of it. But just my rant off.
Pay attention, people in Florida. You'll turn around. I think, like you were saying, Walter, you'll be surprised at the people that aren't aware of things that are going on. I've talked to some firearms manufacturers in Florida that aren't aware that we got anti-gun laws last year.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it?
How do you? Okay, all you gotta do is turn on the internet. All you gotta do is turn on the computer and. Well, maybe they never look at the news. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
I know there are
a company that we all know.
I know, Caltech.
Yeah. That's just one of them. There's a bunch of them.
A lot of them don't want to be involved in politics. Okay.
But if you live and you manufacture and you employ people in a state where your business is guns, there's certain things you probably do need to know about. I understand.
Well, I sure hope the hell helps. So, I mean, if they're trying to make it where they're trying to ban guns where your shop's at, that's kind of would suck, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, the whole atmosphere goes anti-you.
Yeah. Well, that's why I hope these guys wake up. Like, so for example, Caltech, since we're talking about them, I hope they wake up because like this ballot proposal would really affect them in a big way.
Everything they make is black.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, like the KSG, I guess, is a pump, so that it's not going to affect that. But there's other guns that they have that it would affect for sure.
The liberals, all they see is scary looking.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary looking. It looks militaristic. It's scary. That's all. That's the only thing they need. They don't need any other excuse. It's just scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Michael Bender wants to know why they can't appeal this ruling to the Florida Supreme Court. I'm sure there's going to be appeals and stuff like that, but I think that people, I think overall people aren't aware of all of this kind of stuff, that it's happening, and people need to be aware that it's happening. Talk to their politicians about this. The first thing I think is that you need to be aware that stuff's going on, and then you could start doing something about it. If you just don't know until it's too late and that's a law, then now the only thing you have to do is fight it, and that's once those things get in, man, it's really, really difficult to.
I mean, Florida's been through all this before. Florida, it used to be when you went to Kmart to buy some ammo, you had to sign a book. You bought a box of ammo and you had to put your name in there with a driver's license number or something. That used to be like that, and that didn't stop anything. That didn't prevent anything. So they did away with it. Yeah, because it was just bullshit.
Yeah. Red Bear says not making a choice is still a choice. You cannot run forever. I'm guessing he's talking about voting. Like there's some people.
Well,
that
the people,
vote.
it's like I don't like politics. I don't like to get involved with it. It's like okay.
Yeah, Rod, do you know what's the number of people in Florida that don't vote that are eligible to vote? Maybe you should look that up. I don't know if we can.
I don't know, man. Is that including illegals or?
Well, Florida, you have to show ID. I know
yes, you do.
Florida, you do have to show ID. So.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah. That's a good thing. That's a good thing here. So, yeah, I think that, the people in the state of Florida, there's a lot of gun people here, but we're not getting enough of those gun people getting out there and voting, or, as you said, Walter, talking to people about all these things that are going on.
Yeah, I mean, just have a conversation with your friends. Bring it up, I mean, some people don't like to talk about politics because everybody gets all riled up. It's like talking about religion and all that stuff. Everybody has their thing, or not, But yeah, just talk with people. Hey, you hear about this? You hear about that? People do it about every other thing. You see what's on TV. What about the latest movie? Who cares about the latest movie?
That's all cute. Walter, angle down your camera a little bit. Sorry, just angle down your camera.
You're going to be at the theater watching your favorite Marvel movie while they ban all your shit because you're so caught up in your movie or your video game or whatever else, And that's part of the plan, actually, if you think about it. So, a lot of those people that want to ban your stuff are making money off all those things you like to watch and all that.
Yeah. So. Get rid of all the scary guns so one day they can turn their scary guns that it will not be gotten rid of on us.
Yeah, well, it's just like controlling the internet and what's being said on the internet. It's the same group of people. It's the same folks that's they want to control every aspect of your life. And some people don't. Some people like the chip. I'm not going to be chipped. I think we would have to. Anyways, no chipping.
Yeah, no. No I know. Doesn't what's his name have a chip? Elon Musk has some kind of chip that's supposed to be ready by the end of the year to chip everyone's ass.
What happens with hey Tyven, if they chip you and then the EMP happens, you just die? What happens? Does it explode in you?
We'll find out. Tyven's probably done some tests on it. Tyven has a question. He says, Walter, in the car business in Ohio, if you buy and or sell a certain number of cars, you have to have a car license. Does that apply to the gun world?
With guns, look, you know what? I have a license, but a lot of people buy and sell lots of guns in Florida privately, you know. As long as you're not doing it like a business where you're purposely buying things and selling things, but people do that too.
What's is there a number where there's no such number or anything like that in Florida, right? If you're doing private sales.
No, I don't think there's a number.
Yeah.
If if you're doing it at a gun show or something, you could come up on radar if all of a sudden you sell a gun to some homie and he gets caught doing some criminal thing and they trace it back to you, or it's a lot of guns are so far away from their original owner. What I mean was they've changed hands so many times since the original owner. There's no tracing it back to the original owner. It'll go to a point and it just stops. Unless that's why they want to regulate private sales where you have to go through a dealer. Then it puts all those guns back in the system. I'm not for it. So
not
at all.
Hey, guy, actually.
Yeah, you came up with a thing. You want to let's take a look at this. I think this might be interesting. Let's take a look. So voter turnout. This goes back to 1954, and it has first primary, second primary general election. So 1954, you had like in the second primary 58%, general election 47%, which is a little crazy. So in 2018, 27% in the primary, 63% when it came time to vote. In 2016, 24% in the primary, 75%.
Yeah.
When it came time to vote. That's interesting.
2016 election was a lot of people participated.
Yeah. Yeah. So in Florida, it seems like, I mean, we don't have 100, but in 2016 you had 75%. But the primaries, which I think this is what Tony Simon, do you remember he was saying that the other day when he was on, that the primaries are the big thing, and people don't turn out for those primaries? Very important.
Yeah, you can get rid of a lot of these bozos in the primaries if you. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's been local elections where I didn't realize there was an election, but we weren't voting for. But the local elections are important too, because you get these county commissioners that are anti-gun, and next thing you know, they're trying to come up with something to ban assault weapons in Hillsborough County. They tried that bullshit after Parkland, and they got shot down because of the Preemption law. You can't do that. It's thankfully Florida. One thing Florida did screw up when they voted to let the counties come up with their own waiting periods. It used to be there was none of that monkey business either, and then they said, well, each county needs to set their own waiting periods on handgun purchases, even rifle purchases. So that goes county by county too now.
Yeah.
So.
New York just went to 30 days.
Yeah. What is that going? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop.
Fistverse says, can we please plan a rally or something in Florida? There's been several rallies, and people, like we promoted it, we showed up, but there's not enough people in Florida showing up to Tallahassee, unfortunately, for these things.
I mean, Florida's, okay, it's hard to get a lot of people in one place at one time, unless you got buses, unless you do it like the Democrats, where you're loading sterno bums on buses and leftists and paying them to go to a rally, then you can do it. But unless you start doing that, it's not going to happen like people think it would. So
yeah, Mr. Arizona 92 says, so basically, if I have an AR-15 that holds less than 10 rounds, then it's not considered an assault weapon, and I don't have to register it.
No.
Under that thing, they said if it's semi-automatic rifle, it's an assault weapon.
Don't be fooled by one day it's 10-round mag, next day it's pistol grips, next thing you know it's bayonet lugs.
Right.
it's the same old stuff, I mean.
Yeah, say no to all of this nonsense.
Say no to all the bullshit. There's no compromising with people who don't want. You can't compromise with a leftist. You can't compromise with a progressive. You can't compromise with any of them.
Yeah.
Just get that compromise idea out of your mind.
Yeah.
It's you got to go for the. It's like when you in elections, you don't. How do I even say this here? Like when you're playing football, you don't compromise on the football field, do you?
Nope.
You just say, oh well, they can't score. We're not going to score. Fuck that. Let's score again, and let's score again, and let's score again until the clock runs out. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well. That's the way you got to look at this gun thing, man. This is a battle. You got to keep fighting and pushing. Don't. Oh well, I don't need to have a bayonet lug. What am I going to use a bayonet lug for? Because I want the fucking thing. That's what I want the bayonet.
Yeah.
kind of. You don't need big wheels on your car or your truck. I want them. That's why. So.
Yeah.
If you can afford them, get them.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah. That's why I always bring up the argument. If I have a 25,000 square foot house and I want to turn on every light in the whole house and I can pay the electric bill,
so be it.
God damn it, I'm paying the electric bill.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, my thing is this. I tell people this. I said, well, think about somebody that has a sports car and their speedometer goes to 120 miles an hour. I mean, people say, well, does anybody ask anybody why do they have a car that goes 120 miles an hour? No, because they can afford it,
Right. I mean,
120 miles an hour is not fast enough. We need speedos with 300 miles per hour on them.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
If you want to buy that car, that's cool.
Yeah.
You want to buy the electric car that goes 300 miles an hour and flies to Mars?
So good.
Go for it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they have cars out there that don't go above 80. Keep in mind that, nobody wants to ever say, well, man, your car goes more than 80. You shouldn't have that car. Yeah. They never say that.
No.
Listen, there's always someone that says that, but in general, I mean, try to tell someone like how many shoes they can have, or, how many pets can you have?
You have too many cats, cat lady. You have too many cats.
Yeah.
We're going to take your cats.
How many sodas can you buy?
Yeah, I mean, if you got to remember something. If I have a 50,000 square foot house, somebody had to build that. I employed somebody. Somebody got to build all the furniture inside the house. Somebody's got to keep that up and cut my grass.
Right.
So people are employed by that whole thing. That industry thing. So yeah, have at it, man. If I want to have 500 guns, 500 guns is fine with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want to have one's great too.
Yeah. Steve Dave says McLaren 240 miles per hour. And DCG44 says 120 miles per hour ain't shit.
Well, I tell you what, take that 120 miles per hour and lower yourself into a Fiat, into a 500, and watch how that turns into really fast. The lower you get to the ground, and the smaller the car, it gets really fast.
Yeah. Kathleen Music Lover says, and people get killed in cars, are we banning them? No. Nope, we're not.
Nope.
Doctors, hospitals, for that matter, malpractice kill a lot more people than what we're talking than the number that we're talking about here. Nobody's banning doctors or hospitals.
Hey, speaking of malpractice, you know what killed Neil Armstrong, the first guy to walk on the moon?
My psychic powers say it's going to have something to do with malpractice.
Yeah, he went into heart surgery and they put a wire in him to stimulate his heart, and then when the nurse pulled it out, he started bleeding internally and he died.
Ooh, okay.
So instead of taking him right into surgery and fixing it, they didn't. And so you can go to the moon, fly, walk on the moon, do all that stuff, and die in the operating room.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, there's lots of malpractice things that go down, man.
Every year, I mean, it's like 100, 200,000 people die of malpractice in this country. You don't see them discouraging people to go to medical school, do you? No, that racket. Nope.
No, this is just a big boondoggle for the people that one day when they show up at your door and they're like, listen, here's this thing, put it on. There'll be some people coming along to take you and putting you some buses. They're taking you to a nice cozy oven. Don't worry about it. It's, it's going to keep you toasty when you get over there.
Mr. Arizona 92 brought up a really sad fact in Florida. More people are drowned in Florida in pools than are killed in a lot of other stuff. And a lot of kids drowned in pools.
Yeah. And we have rules and regulations in Florida about that, but
we sure do.
It still, unfortunately, still happens.
Every summer, as soon as every year when it starts to warm up, kids start drowning in pools. And it's like,
it's tough. You got, there's lots of things that you can do, but nothing keeps like some kid will climb over the fence, sneak out this thing. Something will happen. Even when sometimes you're right there and you walk away.
It only takes a couple minutes.
Yeah. Yep. Not everyone teaches their kids really how to swim and all that kind of stuff.
Nope.
So your kids might go over somewhere to a pool party and they don't really know how to swim. But it's important for you to do that. It's one of the things that Lola and I, like we did with the boys, immediately when we came here, taught them how to swim. So, but nothing's 100%. Human beings die. We're very fragile. So we die. We're not going to live forever. One thing or another is going to happen to you.
And by God, I'm going to have a plastic straw the whole way through.
Yeah.
So.
The irony of Marion Hammer, though, writing that. Oh boy.
How does somebody? Well, that kind of all reflects on the NRA and how these people are still relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how are they relevant? How do they remain relevant? I mean, how where people listen to them and stuff. I don't get that shit. So.
Yeah, I mean, I guess back, some of these people still have their name from a long time ago when they, when they made their name here in Florida. So I guess that's really what it is.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess all the cat people like her or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else can we chat about this afternoon?
Well, what do you want to talk about? You want to see some guns? You want to talk about some other stuff in the news?
Yeah, we could chat guns. Or...
Hey, what type of weapon was that most recent mass shooting done by?
Supposedly an AK.
Or was it a SKS? Because they said AK style.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's actually came out.
Yeah.
I know that they've got the guy's name out there, and they've done search warrants on his car and his house or wherever, and all that stuff. I don't know all the gory details. I don't know if we'll ever all know all the gory details. I got a feeling this is going to be one of those ones that kind of just goes away. Because it doesn't play to the
narrative.
Yeah. But luckily the cops were there and the security types, and they capped his ass before it continued to go on. So
they said that he climbed underneath a fence or something.
Cut a fence. Yeah,
cut
a
he
hole
somehow
through a
got
fence.
around it. Yeah, it was like a 19-year-old, right?
Yeah, so they had security there. I mean, that goes to show you. I mean, how much can you have if somebody really wants to do stuff?
If someone really wants to be destructive, they're gonna at least begin that warpath of destruction, and then you have to deal with that situation. I know I read somewhere that people were asking him during the whole thing, like, "Why are you doing this?" And he says, "I'm just very angry," or something like that. If that's true, if those reports are true, who knows whether or not?
No, but Hank, I thought they killed him.
No, while he was doing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
While he was doing it, people were like, "Why are you doing this?" This is something I read. I don't know if you look up the articles, you'll probably see that.
Wait.
SoCal Gunner says it was a SKS, and Robert Elias, different people say it was an SKS, and I believe that's what I saw as well.
So you mean to tell me nobody was running there? They're standing there saying, with a dude with a gun saying, "Why are you doing this?"
At least someone. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So listen, like I said, I don't know if that's 100%. I know there's also reports that he bought it in Vegas.
Yeah, got Nevada, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or Nevada. Sorry, not Vegas, but Nevada.
Well, I don't know where in Nevada, but yeah.
Right.
There's not. I don't think there's too many options in Nevada, is there? I mean, what do you have? I mean, Nevada's pretty. Yes, there's the Las Vegas area, and then there's Tahoe. But if you look at a map of Las Vegas, I mean, of Nevada, there's not a lot of.
What are you trying to say? Is all desert?
There's not a lot of civilization in Nevada. I mean,
people don't need civilization to live there.
A large percentage of Nevada's land mass is technically run by the Gov. So, whether it's military or it's just land management stuff, but I don't know, man. Oh well. Yeah. What are you gonna do? I mean, I don't know.
Walter, whatever happened to the Storm Area 51 thing?
That hasn't happened yet.
September.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah,
that's
September. Are you planning on going there, Rod? Is this what's going on? You going down? You going to Storm?
Man, I'm not storming nothing.
Yeah. No, why?
Why am I not storming anything?
Yeah. What's up?
Because first and foremost, I'll be probably too hot to be running out there in heat.
Okay. That's a good
That's
reason.
all I need to know, to be the only black dude out there, and everybody saying, "Why the hell were you killed?"
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm sure there'll be a couple of black people out there trying to.
couple out there.
Yeah.
What are all these crazy white people doing?
They're trying to get maybe Hey, listen, black people could be trying to see if the aliens got some reparations for us. Maybe
there ain't no barbecue out in that desert.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hey, Walter, me and Hank will be the only ones dead out there.
What are you trying to say?
No, it won't be you and Hank, because Hank's not going over there. So
So.
that's not happening.
I'll be trying to hide behind Hank. I'll use his corpse as
as a shield.
Yeah, as a shield.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not going to happen because I'm not going anywhere near that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't recommend that to folks who are thinking about it.
I'll be watching all you Area 51 people.
Yeah.
I'll be laughing at home as they
on the news
get mowed down.
Yeah, we'll talk about you. We'll look at it live. I don't know what time it's supposed to be. Are they going out there in the morning, the evening? Nobody. I don't know. No one knows.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You know.
Tell that to the Japanese. They thought that the Americans couldn't kill them all either. See what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Applebite says, "Don't mess with the USAF security. You've been warned."
Yeah, they've been put everybody on notice. Yeah. They have actually. So.
Yeah.
Oh, have they?
Oh, they said they will not. They will defend their. They don't play games with us.
Yeah.
You know?
Robert Ayala says, "We going." Okay, I want to see how many gun guys actually do go there. I would like to see how many gun guys do actually roll up to that place. You know. Let's see how that looks. You know.
Hey, I just hope they got like a what's those little drone up there, you know, with a view of everybody getting shot down. Like, oh man, look at that dude, he got away. Oh nope, they got him.
You know, there's gonna be some helicopters up there.
Hell yeah.
You know, there's gonna be some. I don't know if that's a no-fly zone in that area.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Oh, yeah.
It is a no-fly zone.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be a blackout. Nobody's gonna see what happens to you. So, James Miller says, "Oh, come on, Hank, road trip." Nope.
Nope.
No, thank you. No. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
But if you do it, you know, can I sign you up for a new insurance policy?
Yeah. Where Rod Mills? Yeah, that's what I thought. John Dieter says, "Hey Rod, I hear they're serving conch penis." Laugh out loud. Who knows? The aliens might be conchs. You never know. You know, so that might not actually happen, depending on how you look at it.
There is. When we were talking about black folk, you know, there's going to be a black moon coming up.
Oh,
you hear about that?
Okay.
What's a black moon?
It's just, I guess, the moon.
And what does it have to do with the black peoples?
Well, I'm just saying. You were saying about black stuff.
I see. Just based on the color.
yeah, that's all.
A black moon. Yeah, I've heard black moon. Like, isn't that saying like black moon rising? Isn't that supposed to be a horrible
That's bad
omen?
moon rising.
Bad moon rising. Okay, see, then I don't know. Okay, then I don't know what a black moon is. Someone look it up and see what the hell. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
There's a story on Fox News about the black moon. So.
What is the black moon?
And
how long before it becomes? How long before they start calling it the Obama moon? Let me see. What is Black Moon? Is it a song? What is it?
I see the bad moon rising.
Rare Black Moon. Okay.
See, Walter, I know white folk songs.
That's Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Let me just get this. Richard Mondo says a truckload of media will turn up to see one car full of people try it. Yeah, that's true. I think there's going to be more than one car. What's up?
The one dude that falls down trying to storm the Area 51, he's the only one that's going to live because he fell down.
Mm-hmm.
He tripped.
Yeah. I do not. Let's see. So yeah, Black Moon. Let's see what's in the news. I'm trying to pull up an article about this Black Moon thing. Let's see. Let's see. Fox News looks like they have something.
Hank, say Black Moon again.
I said Black Moon.
Man.
Moon.
Moon.
Okay. All right, Rod. Let's see. Okay, here we go. One what it means. Let's see. The rare black moon event has stargazers excited. We've seen all kinds of interesting phases of the moon, from super blood moons to full worm supermoons, even stunning strawberry moons. Seriously? But tomorrow, July 31st, will mark the rare occurrence for Earth's natural satellite, a phenomenon known as Black Moon. The rare celestial event will occur tomorrow in North America, marking the first occurrence since 2016. How the hell is that rare?
I know.
That's just 3 years ago. Seriously.
Yeah, I read that too.
Although there is no one single definition of a black moon according to time and date, it is most commonly used to represent the second new moon of a month. This rarely happens outside of leap years, as lunar cycles largely take 29 days to complete, but every 32 months or so, there are 2 full moons in a month, with the first being known as a blue moon. Okay, so we've heard about once in a blue moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? All of this thing's not even that rare.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I read it too, and I was like going, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
And you'll go outside, like when there's have these blue moons, and you go outside, look at the moon, it looks like the moon to me. I don't know what's so blue about it.
I think they're just trying to trick us to get us to go outside so that, those devices we have in our home can transform into something horrible and plant more bugs or something like that. We won't see it. I don't know.
So you can get exposed to more content.
Yeah. So your Alexa can transform into a robot and walk around your house doing
can
stuff.
lock you out of your house.
Yeah, I don't know what that's,
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so the black moon that we still don't really know what the hell the black moon is.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, Walter.
I don't know.
Okay, did you see there was a Walmart shooting, unfortunately? There was a Walmart
I heard
shooting.
something about that. You see where the chick peed on some
Yes,
potatoes
I did.
at Walmart too?
Yeah, there was a woman going into Walmart and peeing on groceries.
What?
On produce,
What is wrong with people?
I don't know. Let me see if I can pull that up.
What is wrong with people?
Did she get arrested?
Yeah, they got her.
I think she turned herself in when I read it earlier.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Let's see here. Let's pull this up. This is in the USA Today.
Why would people pee on food?
Because people are doing all kinds of stupid thing with food now to get some kind of notoriety. So let's see. A woman peeing on produce at a Walmart was caught on camera. She turned herself in. Police. Oh, this is in Pennsylvania, yo.
Wait. You mean to tell me nobody at the Walmart stopped her?
I think somebody saw her doing it, actually.
Yeah, they probably saw it later. Let me see. How does this happen exactly? What are the mechanics of her peeing on this stuff while she's walking around in the supermarket? Police in Pennsylvania found the woman who allegedly urinated on produce at a Walmart. The incident, which took place in West Mifflin on June 24th, involved a woman identified as Grace Brown. Brown turned herself in with her attorney after detectives identified her on store footage and contacted her. A Walmart employee had spotted urine on the floor by the potatoes, according to a police statement. Footage later showed Brown urinating on the potatoes, though it is unclear if she urinated on more produce. So this is like some kind of stupid YouTube thing.
You know what? Yeah, she needs
It's not safe to go into the grocery store anymore and get non-urinated stuff.
You know what? Stuff like this, what'll happen is then they'll make it where you can't just go in and grab stuff on the aisles because they're worried about somebody contaminating it, doing something like that.
Yeah.
So you know, Walter, what they should do is they should make this a class 3 felony, and mandatory prison sentences. And you know what? Just lock their ass up for it.
Oh, I'm with you there. I mean, or some really hard labor stuff where you got to clean the sewer or something. You know, I mean, if you want to pee on stuff, let's put you down in it.
Yeah. Do we actually need new laws to tell human beings that they shouldn't be peeing on stuff that's in supermarkets that's for other people's consumption?
There are already laws about all this stuff. You just need to enforce them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't need no new ones. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And of course, our Fox called it pee-tatoes.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Yeah, you know what? Public floggings need to come back.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what?
If
And some stocks too. Put them out in the
Yeah,
stocks.
in the Walmart. You peed on something in the Walmart. They put you in there. Let people walk by and have a whip. And if the people so choose, they could put lashes on you. And you say, okay, you're going to get this for 2 days, 3 days, a week, half a day, whatever. And listen, save everyone money. Let the people do the work. Yeah. So, Armament and Axes gave us a couple of bucks. He says, you can't fix stupid. Stupid people shouldn't breed.
Oh man, yeah, I know.
Then how would we get Florida man stuff? That's what I'm asking.
Jeez.
If we didn't allow this,
half of Florida's population would have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Care Bear on the Holiday Road says, "Isn't food tampering a felony?" I don't know.
Well,
it is. I'm sure.
There's lots of laws against that already. You don't need new laws. You just need to enforce them.
We don't need new laws. We don't.
We don't need no stinking laws. No.
No, we don't. We don't.
Just a good set of old-fashioned oak stocks.
Yeah,
Put
just start. Some people just need some lashes, man.
There's some public humiliation.
Some people just need Some people just need a good trashing, and then they'll stop doing their nonsense. After you get beaten publicly a couple of times, you'll go, you know what? I'm gonna straighten up now.
I think I'm staying out of trouble.
Yeah, I had enough of this. I think you'll straighten up. So, yeah. Let's see.
What else we got here? Oh, on the Firearms blog, I mentioned it before we got started here. You scroll down a little bit, and there's a DNO Firearms DX7 rifle with prototype 3D printed polymer receivers.
On the Firearm blog?
Yeah, basically they're making an AK type gun that uses a new style receiver that splits in half.
Oh, DNO. Okay, yeah, I think I had that open here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of interesting. I
what do you
think?
Their
website.
Yeah. So you think that looks interesting?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at it here. It looks kind of ugly.
It takes regular AK parts, but the receivers.
Okay. Okay. So 3D printed AK-47. That's what you like about it.
Well, no, that's their prototype. The production ones are going to be made out of aluminum. So,
okay.
Yeah, let's not fuel that 3D. Let's not fuel that 3D printed gun thing.
Yeah. Well, okay. You know what? The end result doesn't look bad. No,
they did test fire the 3D printed one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're right. Doesn't look too bad.
When people say there's no innovation, like this,
well,
there's lots of people trying things and doing different things. So.
Yeah. So isn't this what we were talking about yesterday? That I think people are trying to innovate in the AK space.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the thing. I mean, as a matter of fact, that's why we were going to talk about AKs, because I actually got that Accutech AK-47 in from the guys from Accutech. If everyone remembers out there, we had them on the show. Let me see. Actually, you guys want to go to some guns? We can show some guns and go over to that.
It's 8 o'clock. Got to rock.
Yeah.
Guns.
Yeah. Let's show some guns. I'll hold on. I'll get mine out. Just hold on while I whip this out.
Okay. When in doubt, Hank Strange, whip it out.
Whip it out. So here we go. This is the Accutech AK-47 Special Hank Strange. Where is the... Oh, it's on this side. I had it on the right side in the first place. So there it goes. Look, the Hank Strange logo is all up on there.
That's pretty as a mother.
Yeah, so there you go. The Hank Strange AK so milled receiver, as you guys can see there. Bull barrel. Huh?
Not stamped, huh?
No, not stamped. Milled. And there you go, like Rod Mills. And then there goes the bull barrel up on there. Very nice. This, and even you can see it up here. All the awesomeness that comes from Accutech. So we'll have those guys on. We've had them on before to talk about all this stuff. And we'll definitely get them on here again. If I can get this there we go. Get the magazine back in good. I think it looks good, Walter. What do you think, Rod?
No, it looks
Walter,
tough.
Looks good.
Looks tough.
I like it. Now we got to test it.
Yeah.
We got to take it out there and actually shoot it up.
Got to bust some caps, man.
See how that goes.
Please make sure that your dog is out of the off the firing range.
Oh, yeah. Why? Why you say that?
Your dog ran in front of the doggone while you guys were shooting the target the other day.
Oh, okay. All right, that happens. He's a dog.
Oh, you
right.
just know that.
He didn't catch any bullet holes or anything like that. You know, he's okay.
The whole time I'm looking, I'm like, damn, why does that dog keep running out there in front of the
We
target?
let him come hang out with us because usually he'll cry and carry on. You know, we let him come hang out with us. He got in the way a little bit, but it wasn't so bad.
I seen him, Rod, where you start shooting, he runs up on the backstop.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like, whoa,
yeah. Then you got to
whoa.
shut everything down. It's over at that point because you can just carry on. He's not coming down. The more attention you give him, the more he's going to stay up there. Brick says Gucci AK. Me like. So there you go to the AK. Gucci. So there you go.
How's that action on that AK-47 you got?
What?
How's the action on it?
How's the action on it? Hold
Yes,
on,
sir.
let's see. I mean, like I said, I haven't actually shot this thing. It's not bad. Yeah.
That's a milled receiver, so that should be pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of trigger it's got. It got a standard AK trigger.
I think it has a CM. What's the name of the something? Oh, that's actually a pretty good trigger on there. You know what? They told me what's the guys that make the AK trigger? It's not CMMG. It's like something that sounds like that, and I keep getting them mixed up.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that trigger is actually. Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah. Adjustable gas block. You know, pretty beefy gas block too. If you look at what's going on in there, so you know, big rubber butt pad on there. You know, so we'll take it out there and shoot it, Walter. We got to put a suppressor on it too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, yeah. So let's see what else we got going on here. Someone's asking about Florida Second Amendment groups. You guys have any preferences for Florida Second Amendment groups right now?
Opt out of gun control has some, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if Opt Out of Gun Control is here with us tonight. By the way, here, let me just show you guys real quick. I'll pull that up and see what I can get. So this is Accutech's website. For anyone who wants to check it out, you want to see what they do. They basically, they make the bull barrel and a couple of other parts here for the AK, but they build you an entire AK right now. Eventually, you'll be able to just get the barrel from them, I'm guessing. But right now, they're putting all that stuff together. So let's see. Is Opt Out of Gun Control in here? I don't know if he is or he isn't.
That trigger is CMC. Boss Hog says.
CMC, yeah.
Yeah. I always get that mixed up too.
Yeah.
How many pounds is it?
I haven't weighed it. It just came in the mail.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're asking, I guess, why you're so pixelated too.
Yeah. Oh, me? Am I coming in pixelated?
Yeah, you are a little bit.
Okay.
Everybody is actually. Everybody is.
Oh, everyone is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, okay.
Because we're rocking that 80s modem right now.
Yeah. We've had some issues with the internet here, so give it a minute. Florida Firearms Coalition's a good one, Lola says.
Yeah.
I think we've done some stuff with those guys. Let me see. I'll try to close some windows here. See if that helps. I may have too many windows open, which is never a good thing. So I will close some windows. All right. What guns do you guys have while I'm doing all this?
Well, I today at the shop, on Hank Strange's urging, I pulled out the GunTech kit with the Aero Precision lower that we took out to shoot it the first time, and it wasn't shooting correctly. It wasn't cycling correctly. So I ended up opening up the gas port a couple sizes larger, and now she's running. So if you want to see that, there's video on Instagram of me test firing it. Go check that out. And it's not too exciting, but you get to see me shooting in the bullet trap. But yeah, now she's running, so now we got to take it out and shoot it. So we'll get that done here pretty soon, I guess.
Yeah, how was the build for that?
The whole assembly of it?
Yeah.
It was pretty easy. It was pretty much standard AR type stuff. They go together pretty easy for the most part. I had to adapt and overcome a couple times with some different tools, but I don't have AR-10 assembly tools. Well, for the AR-15, there's for the upper receiver assembly, there's a set of jaws that go over the thing, and you put it in the vise and hold it still. I don't think they make one for the AR-10 because there's so many different variants of the AR-10 upper. But I got through it. Used some vice jaws on the barrel and got everything assembled properly. And now it's working all right. So we'll get it out here, I guess, pretty soon here, and put it through its paces.
Yeah, we'll do a video on that. I think like the 308 is the new thing for gun tech. They've obviously been doing other calibers and stuff like that for a while. So
probably AR-15 a lot. So.
Yeah. So anyone who is interested in that kind of stuff, check out gun tech. And I'm waiting to see. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what's going on here with the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think there's something wrong with the wiring here that these guys can't get. These guys can't get worked out.
Can't get straight.
Yeah. Archangel says Lola Strange pedal faster. No, Lola, get off the different internets, please. Yeah, don't make it any worse. Get off of everything here, and we should be able to still rock and roll.
Oh, you're blaming Lola,
huh? Well, in the absence of actual information, I guess that's the way to go.
Richard Mounder said coal-powered Wi-Fi.
Coal-powered. I see that. SoCal Gunner gave us a couple of bucks. He says Idiocracy is here. I think it's been here for a while. Have you guys seen that movie, Idiocracy?
No.
No, you haven't seen it? You got to watch that, Walter. You neither, Rod Mills?
No, what is it about?
It's about idiots in the future, which we're in the future now, but it's from the past.
Okay.
Yeah, so... basically, let me see. Let me look it up. Well, I'm not supposed to be getting on other internet stuff here.
Yeah.
Idiocracy, I think, came out about 20 years ago at this point. Came out a while ago, so just off the top of my head, I'm going to say it's at least 15 years ago, I think, right? So basically, it's about a movie where people stop, like the smart people stop having children, and only the stupid, crazy people like Britney Spears types are having kids. And this guy and a girl, they get frozen and they wake up in the future and they find everyone are idiots. And they're like the smartest people. So the people in the future are watering plants with soda. Stuff like that. So if you're smart, if you have a logical conversation or you try to talk to people about something, they're like, oh, that's they have no respect for smart people, and it's just one of those kinds of things. So it's pretty good.
There's a phrase there is a phrase about stupid breeds stupid.
Yeah.
Like ugly breeds ugly.
Right.
So
Yeah. Okay. John Crump, shout out to him. I see him out there. He says to give him a shout out for the new channel crumpy.com/show. He says that redirects to the new YouTube channel. So crumpy.com, let's see. So if you go to crumpy.com/show, it redirects you to the new YouTube channel, and they're looking for folks to go there.
It's not a porn site, is it?
Let's see. Let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out.
Yeah. Let's endanger our internet one more time.
Yeah.
Just to go on here.
Russian interference. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see, Crumpy. Crumpy.com/show. Oh, okay, hold on. You got to take out, just do the .com part of that.
You all right, Rod? You gonna make it?
Yeah.
You got the bug or something? You got the mum? What do you got going on, man?
Trying to smoke a cigar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're getting jiggy with it over there. Okay, so here it goes. If you do carmpy.com/show, then that'll take you to the new website. I'm gonna subscribe. You guys subscribe and go in there.
Right. Crumpy.
Crumpy.com.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. I'll get the link to his actual thing and put it up here. I'll put it in the chat for you guys if you want to see what we're talking about. So there you go. That should be clickable link. So shout out to him. He says since his past one got shut down, there's only like 1 or 2 videos on there, but he just wanted everyone to know about it. So there you go. And he also writes for AmmoLand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hank, is your buddy the holster guy, Harry? Is he still in there?
Harrison, I don't know. If you're out there, let us know. He may or may not be. What did you want to know from him?
I just wanted to throw. I know he's really famous, so I want to just throw a shout out to him.
Harrison, Harry's holsters. Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. I didn't know that, but congratulations. Is he dating some Hollywood starlet that I don't know about?
He might be.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, SoCal Gunner says Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. That's the name of the... You guys have to look at Idiocracy. I guarantee you, if you have not seen it, look at it. You're probably going to wind up calling me about it or something.
Is there any nudity in it?
Is there any nudity? There's lots of pimping. I'll give you that.
No soft porn, huh?
No. Why? That's what you need? That's what you require in order to...
Well, I mean, does it have a guy playing in the movie that's named Jeff, but is with a soft J?
Okay, I don't even know what that... Walter, do you know what that means? Because
I'm out of this conversation.
Yeah, I have no idea where he's going right now. Yeah. CB says Brondo has electrolytes. See, these are all words from the movies that people are talking about. But you guys don't know because you haven't seen it. So
nope.
Eric Hammer says it's what plants crave.
They were peeing on the plants?
No, they were
soda.
Yeah, they were watering them with soda. Walmart deal says it's pretty good. Mike Judge is awesome. And CB says Upgrade. That's one of the characters, Upgrade. And Upgrade is actually, is it Too Short, the rapper? Is Upgrade Too Short? He's one of those rappers. I think he's Too Short, but I could be wrong. And Brian Quick says Idiocracy is quite overrated. I think it's good. I think we're living that. All Thumb says Rod's all about the porn. That's right, because he was a past porn star in another life. When he came out of the army, he had to pay the bills. He didn't want to be homeless, so he started making the porn.
So
movies.
He did porn.
Yeah,
this sounds like a movie.
That's where the name Rod Mills comes from. That people don't really know that. That's just porn name. That's not his real name.
Speaking of porn, Walter.
No! Why'd I get spoke with porn? Come on. Go ahead.
I saw the pictures that you took in Hooters.
Oh, with those 2 young ladies?
Yes. Nice.
How you trying to equate those lovely ladies to that? Shame on you, Rod Mills. Shame. For shame.
Shame.
Guns and porn, you can't get any better than that.
Guns and porn.
We ought to start our own magazine, Guns and Porn.
No.
I'm sure someone's done it already.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's done it already.
Yeah.
Did you see this billboard that these gun store guys did in North Carolina? Here, let me throw this up here real quick.
I heard about it.
Let me see. North Carolina gun shop puts up 4 horsemen billboard to slam progressive congresswomen. So for those who are listening and not watching, listening on on the podcast, Basically, it's a picture of the is it the squad or whatever these people are called?
Yeah, what are they called?
And it says the four horsemen cometh, and then that's cometh is scratched out, so I guess they don't cometh anymore. And it says they are idiots. Yeah. Signed the deplorables, Cherokee guns, a gun shop. Hold on, let me read this. A gun shop in Western North Carolina. Oh my goodness, man, that's a lot of nautical locations. Western North Carolina. Is facing backlash for using a billboard to insult the squad. 4 progressive minority congresswomen as idiots, calling them the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The sign and advertisement for Cherokee guns in Murphy, about 240 miles from Charlotte. Pictures. That's a long way from Charlotte also. There's nothing else closer. What's up?
How can it... disgusting anti-government violent rhetoric from Cherokee guns. Where's the violence?
I don't know.
Do you see violence?
It's freedom of speech.
They put nice pictures of these women up there. Come on.
Yeah.
They're smiling.
Yeah, they put pictures of them up there.
At least they got pictures. They don't have pictures of them when they're being arrested or wherever they've been.
Yeah, and they signed it the deplorables. I got no problem with that. Everyone go shop at Cherokee Guns in Western North Carolina, 240 miles from... 240 miles from Charlotte.
So basically what it comes down to, the idiots can say anything about anybody and get away with it. But when you say something about them, it's like automatically you're either a racist, you're a violent, anti-government, whatever. Mm-hmm. So, what about that thing called free speech?
Yeah, lots of people have that double standard deal. They could say anything about people that they want, do anything they want. And then when other people say and do what they want to do, oh no, they start clutching their pearls. Oh,
you see the Trump one? The Trump billboard?
No.
Scroll down a little bit. Just scroll down.
I already closed it. What is it?
Oh, it says no collusion, no obstruction, just guns. Cherokee guns. It's got Trump with his muscle man's body.
Okay. Yeah. I like Cherokee guns. I like Cherokee guns.
I mean,
look. Super pro Trump, but I get it. I get where they're coming from.
But the leftists / progressives aren't going to buy anything from these people anyways.
Yeah.
So why worry about their feelings?
Yeah.
They're not going to buy anything. You're not going to change the mindset of a true leftist. You're not going to happen.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to change that is their death. So
yeah. Night Train says, I have a friend of mine who lives in that town of Murphy, North Carolina. He said the gun shop owner is getting a lot of threats.
Well, I'm sure they are.
Yeah. But I'm sure he's prepared for that.
I mean, I wouldn't want to take him up on it.
Yeah. And Crackbot says these people are mentally ill and think words of violence.
Yep.
And Eric Hammer says, remember, only the Triangle in North Carolina is progressive. Everywhere else is pretty much saying. Eric Hammer, are you related to Marion Hammer? Just checking. Now he's going to be mad.
Oh, you just pissed him off now.
Yeah. Red Bear says it's called POC privilege.
Yep. Well, I call it something worse than that, but I ain't gonna say
Atomic Bull says they can't handle the truth. Calling them idiots is downplaying it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want to insult any of the people that are mentally deficient, so I'll keep my comments to myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm fine with those people doing the billboard. They didn't do. Look, what was it that Kathy Griffin did? That she's complaining. Did you see Kathy Griffin's complaint?
Oh yeah. She's still complaining that she can't work because of her beheaded Trump.
Yeah, she had Trump in effigy decapitated.
Yeah, and now poor Kathy can't get work.
You can come work with us. We'll put Kathy on air here.
There's that thing called comes around, goes around, biatch. Well, it come around, biatch, and it bit you right in your nasty redhead ass. So, boom.
Okay, I guess Kathy's not getting a job over here.
No, she ain't working at my place.
Yeah.
She can work at Big Daddy Guns.
It's fine. That's fine.
That was a good one, Rod. That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think about, see, that's the thing. I think in the end, that billboard, they didn't, do anything in effigy of these people and all that. Nope. That's something I think that, that's...
They put nice pictures of those women up there.
Yeah. But they could say what they want to say.
They put their official photographs up there.
Yeah, they didn't call them biatches. They called them the Four Horsemen. I mean, yeah, they're bringing on the apocalypse. That's not a line.
I think the apocalypse is going to fall on their ass. Yeah. Actually,
idiots is apropos of those people.
Well, it works for them.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ray Bozzolo says we all have to be pro-Trump. We know what the other side will do. Trump needs to be more pro-gun. I'm not gonna go in on being all super pro-Trump. I'm not.
Yeah, you got to take it all with a, I think who was it described it? What's going on with him? That you had on the show, was it Cone Noir?
What was he saying?
Well, he was just saying that Trump doesn't think that a bump fire stock is a firearm. In his view of things, that's not a firearm. So he has no problem with that going away.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I think that was Colin Noir that was saying that.
Yeah. That's
in his crazy world. No one's really explaining guns to him. Unfortunately, even though his son is into guns.
It's a piece of plastic to him. So, or that's how maybe it was explained to him. So that's why he says, "Oh, that's no big deal. I'm still pro Second Amendment."
If you could get the job, Walter, as the official Trump explainer of guns. 1, will you serve? 2, what would you tell him? Okay, so you'll serve if you get that job.
I think it would be a really hard job to have because I have a feeling that Mr. Trump is very set in his ways and opinions. And so when you go to him and say, Mr. President, that's just, you're pissing off your base here because, that is part of the whole gun thing. It's more than just a piece of plastic, and he'd probably give you that look like, well, I'll take. I could just see it. I could just see it as like, what's this guy trying to tell me? I know what I'm doing.
But this is something that's like the linchpin of our republic, right? It's the linchpin of our republic that we're talking about.
I would think he'd be served well to hear from just a common, ordinary somebody who's out in the world. Yeah. Not some Washington type or his son, or some other bureaucrat. I mean,
I wouldn't take the job. Like if I took the job, I would have this requirement: he has to go shooting with me. We got to take him out. We got to go shooting. He has to understand what we're talking about and what we're doing and all that kind of stuff.
Right. He needs a touch.
Couple of times, a couple of times. Get out there, see what these things are. Why is it, important? It's more than just shooting, but that whole thing. Yeah.
Touch the real machine gun, then shoot the bump fire thing. And go, after you shoot the bump fire thing, you'll go, this ain't no machine gun. Because it don't work that good. I mean, they work, but they don't work that well. So, but yes, that hands-on kind of thing would probably. It's like going to a construction site. I'm sure he's had projects. I don't know if he's ever went on his construction sites. I don't know.
I think Trump has gone on construction sites. Come on, man. He built casinos in Atlantic City and stuff like that. He's probably gone. Now, has he actually picked up a shovel other than one of those fake shovels that they use for groundbreakings?
I don't know about that.
Probably not.
I don't have any. I don't have any evidence of that. But I think it would just be good to have somebody off the street. Maybe in the business, and it's not a corporate business person, even though I do have a title of president.
I mean, if I was him, I would want to know. I think when you're dealing with important things. So let's put it this way: if something is in the Constitution, you need to get hands on. That's the way we should look at it. If something's in the Constitution, before you make changes, you need to go, I need to get hands on with this and talk to some, let's say we're talking about Second Amendment. I need to talk to some actual gun guys. I need to go out there, get my hands on stuff. So
I think that would not hurt a thing.
You're right.
To have a better understanding of what's really going on.
So.
I think there's a lot of guys out there that don't want to get involved like that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go to your city council meetings, your school board meetings, all of those type things that, they put it like this: people that are non-gun people will never know unless we tell them.
Sure. Yeah. They're not interested enough, and movies. There's lots of things that are miseducating them, like movies and TV shows and politicians out there. the media that are miseducating them, and they almost have kind of like what's the best way to put it? They have these weird, unreal ideas of what guns are, and it's not based in anything. It's just something they made up. It's like almost like a superstition. You know what I mean? They have these superstition-based beliefs of guns because they don't have hands-on stuff. Harry's Holsters, who is still here. He's still here, Rod. You asking about that. He says, I don't know how close Trump and Don Jr. actually are. There's a lot of history where they didn't communicate too well. That's the way of fathers and sons sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
Would you... So let's ask Rod this question, Walter, for a second. So, okay, Rod, would you, if you were called on by Trump, would you serve? And what would you try to, if you
serve what?
If Trump came to you and said, Rod Mills, I've heard about you and your long, illustrious porn career, and also I heard you shoot a couple of guns. So that's like two awesome things to be in the White House. Would you serve in the White House, Rod Mills?
Again, I say serve what? Me?
Serve what? Be a waiter? What are you talking about?
Oh, I see where you're going, Walter.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what Rod was thinking when I said that?
Oh,
would you serve the hors d'oeuvres?
What would you do?
Actually, I was thinking about both of you guys. You guys had it right. I'm like, serving who?
No, seriously though, would you serve?
Okay.
Yeah, if he came to you and said, okay, I want to make you my gun czar, my Second Amendment czar, or something like that. You know what? I haven't heard a lot of czars, but lately.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
You do it. Okay, so you'd work for Trump. You would work for him. Okay.
The price has got to be right.
You are working for the American people, sir.
Hey, I'm working to pay my bills.
Okay, true. Can't argue that. What would you try to impart to him?
To Trump?
Yeah, about like the Second Amendment, about guns. How would you try to,
I mean, considering that I don't think he really even cares about guns, I would take, hey, let's go on a hunting trip where we kill some pigs. And, we could take a couple of AR-15s, a couple of AK-47s out there, get some good photo ops, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And guess what? And take some Democrats out there, too.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay. All
right. Well, understand this. There's a reason I said that. Mm-hmm. Because you will never, ever get a Democrat to think your way if you're always arguing with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No,
well, I know you can't get every Democrat, but if you can get 10%, 15%, say, hey, this is what we mean by this, because we spend too much time arguing back and forth with one another, when really, we have to make sure that the air is clear. We got to make sure that people understand guns, because the only thing they see about guns is what they see in the movie, like Hate Strange said, and two, when they see on the news, when they only show anything about guns on the news is when
it's bad.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it'd be I don't know. I like.
You never know. Hey, if you bring one person over, then you know what, you've accomplished something.
We're gonna need
Crack by says we're all gonna go Cheney on the Democrats.
Temptation. DCG 44 says too much concentration on physical items and not enough attention to philosophy. Guns serve to protect freedom.
Yeah. Right. You got to.
How do you get that across?
You got to reinforce the premise, the whole reason for the Second Amendment.
Well, dude,
I think it's not about hunting. So.
Well, you're right, but then if you want to let people know about the true Second Amendment, then you got to give them a history lesson.
Well,
yeah. I mean, the basic. Yeah.
Here's what I would do.
Most people don't even know why the Second Amendment was even brought about. Yeah. They just know that it means that you can have guns, but there's more to the story than that.
Yeah. So here's what I would do. If you truly want to teach these people about why guns, you get an escape-proof warehouse You lock their asses in there, and you put in, like, you know, with no guns. You lock them in there, no guns, and you put like 3 dudes in there with guns, and you wait about an hour, see who survives that, and then, you know, see what they think about guns after that. You know, easy peasy. Yeah, right? And if they don't survive it, then you just get some more people, and you keep putting them through that until they understand the concept.
Now I can give you another theory too. Now, a lot of gun people don't know the consequences of how a body or a corpse looks after it's been shot either. Mm-hmm. So I think that we both can learn from each side. Mm-hmm. The non-gun side can learn from us, and I think we can learn from them as well. And then, but of course, in the end, we're gonna all have our own.
But here's what me seeing what a corpse looks like. Unfortunately, what a corpse looks like when it's shot. I want to make sure that's never my corpse.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Which is true.
Yeah. Yeah. Or anyone that I love's corpse. And the only way to defend against that is that you have to be able to defend against that. You know, you have to be able to meet whatever force someone else is willing to throw at you, you know, with equal and or stronger force. Stronger force would be the preference, in my opinion. I would like to completely annihilate. So
more properly applied force.
Yeah. Crackbot says Hank wants them to create the Running Man. I think that would help. I think it would help. You guys seen Running Man? I don't know if you guys have seen Running Man. And that was the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Remember that? It had the guy from Family Feud.
Oh, yeah. Got you.
Yeah.
Hey, Hank, James Miller just said something really nice.
Okay.
He says, you have to take Trump to the historical record. A great place to start was Crowder's Second Amendment video with Dave Barton.
Okay.
So, you know, I mean, for as patriotic as Trump is, we need to say, hey, there's a reason. Let's go back in history. Because if you're a true patriot, you got to know your history as well. Mm-hmm. Anything that you're standing for, you got to know your history. So, you know, my thing is this: take them back to the 1800s, as far as to when did the Second Amendment get written?
17.
The
Constitution was 1780 something like that.
When did that amendment go in?
Yeah, but the amendments though. That had to come after the Constitution.
Pull it up on Wikipedia.
No, that's the
That's a good history lesson. Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, well,
my thing here doesn't tell me exactly what it was put in there, but I'm sure someone is Babyface P back.
Oh yeah, I've been back.
Oh wait, he's back. Oh hold on, I didn't know he was back.
Babyface P.
I'm back. I had Taco Tuesday. I'm having a beer. I'm back.
Oh boy, he's gonna be a little.
So what am I missing? We're talking about constitutional something.
We're talking about what would we do? We're imagining that Trump came to one of us to be his Second Amendment czar, and the question was, and I'll pose it to you: would you take that job, and how would you go about trying to educate Trump on the Second Amendment and bring him forward? Harry's Holster says it was either 1791 or 1792. When was the Second Amendment put into the Constitution?
1791.
1791. There you go.
Didn't it come with the founding of the Constitution? It was part of the original. Yeah,
amendment. That's the original part of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when they signed. That's when they agreed it or had it all signed off and stuff. But yeah. I mean,
what would I take the job and what would I do? Yeah, I would totally take the job. And I wouldn't pretend like I'm the expert on the topic. I would definitely bring in material experts in the sense of constitutional lawyers to discuss the differences of talk a little bit of history about why it was made in the first place, and then everybody wants to bring up the whole there's a comma. It's a comma, so it has to do with the state and not with the individual rights to conceal carry or to carry a weapon or whatever, which is bullshit. So there's a whole lot of stuff you can go through there. Everybody says ratified in 1791.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, constitutional lawyer, have somebody that can actually speak to the Constitution, but talk about the clauses. So let me bring that up real quick because I can't remember. It's like the operative clause versus the conditional clause inside the amendment.
I think you're getting too in depth. I
mean, remember,
but I think
you're
he's
in charge
going
of this-
towards the like philosophy that someone was saying earlier. That you got to explain the philosophy behind the whole idea behind this.
Tyranny. That's what the philosophy of the Second Amendment is. Tyranny. And freedom of speech. That's the basis for the Second Amendment.
Well, it's also civis pacem parabellum, right? If you want peace, prepare for war. Or
it's to quell overbearing government. It's what it's for.
The way you protect the First Amendment is through the Second.
Right.
The way you protect all other amendments is through the Second.
Taxation without representation, all that kind of good stuff that the British did, coming into your house and staying in your house. Like just walking in and taking your house over. I think that's the fourth.
If we think about it? What are the things that people would try to impose on us that we're not seeing now? There were things we saw back then. There's things we saw during World War II, but there's things that we will see in today's times or in the very near future that will try to be
shutting down the freedom of speech.
Yeah,
through the internet, through whatever else. You can't talk about certain groups. You can't say things about certain groups. You can't talk about certain religions. You can't do this. You can't do that. Well, what's up with that?
Yeah,
that's not what the place was founded about.
Yeah,
you didn't come here so you couldn't say something bad about the Pilgrims.
Right.
Fuck the Pilgrims. If you don't like the Pilgrims, you go somewhere else.
It's the operative and the prefatory clause. That's what I was looking for. The Second Amendment is naturally divided into two parts, and this is a little lesson for anybody out there that wants to look into this. In case, because a lot of people argue that the Second Amendment is for the state to run a militia, which is not true. Its prefatory clause, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, and its operative clause, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. To perhaps oversimplify the opposing arguments, the states' rights thesis emphasized the importance of the prefatory clause, arguing that the purpose of the clause was to protect the states in their authority to maintain formal organized militia. The individual rights thesis emphasized the operative clause so that individuals would be protected in the ownership, possession, and transportation of firearms. So
it covered both. Clauses. It covered both. You're saying
it covers both.
Yeah, both the state and the national.
And then yes, exactly. It's an interesting read But yeah, that's where I would start with history and then be like, here is what the clause means. Here's what the Second Amendment means, and here's a history lesson as to why it's important.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
okay, Walter, you're making the
Gibson
Walter
Fender likes your comment about fuck the Pilgrims.
No, but that's okay. Look, you laugh about that, but okay, if I don't like you because you're whatever you are,
okay.
You know what they did in the old days? They moved someplace else and they started their own group.
Yep.
Why you got the Mormons out in Utah? Why do you think they're out there in Utah in the middle of fucking nowhere? Because that's the only place they could go to get away from everybody. I mean, so it was one of these deals where everybody, you can do what you want, but you go do that. It's not like, oh, you can't do that. Well, they did try to shut the Mormons down. They killed the Mormons too. But the Mormons killed a couple of government people too. But you know what? It's about that freedom thing. You don't have because I talk about your religion. That doesn't mean that I have to shut up. I don't have to be your religion. You don't have to be my religion. We don't have to kill each other over it. But that doesn't mean, once again, if I don't like your hair color, it's like, hey, man, your hair color sucks. Oh, you're going to jail. It's like, what happened to freedom? Me calling your hair color bad or you or whatever. It's just we've gotten this point where there's certain groups that have all these protections. But the protections are already there. Everybody's got protections. The basic stuff. Why do special groups need special protection?
I think the only protection that we all need, in which we are all different, is we need the protection to be able to practice the Second Amendment, to be able to defend ourselves and fight back, defend whatever it comes down to.
All the laws apply to everybody equally, right?
Sure. It's supposed to.
But what my thing is, why do certain groups, and we won't go into naming these groups, why do they need special laws for them?
They don't.
Why does law enforcement need special laws for law enforcement? Why do gay people need special laws for gay people? You're covered by all the same laws.
Yep.
Why when you start breaking, the whole idea is they're breaking everybody up in these little groups so they can all fight amongst each other.
Divide and conquer. You know.
I think so. I agree with that.
And then also to have so many
murders.
Yeah.
Well,
also to have so
arguing...
many laws. I'm sorry. Let me just get this point out. Also, I think it's to have so many laws that they can use that thing that what is it in the 13th Amendment, the one that talks about slavery, that you can't enslave people unless they commit crimes. Then you can enslave them. You know. So that's why we have a ton of laws.
I talked about your religion, so that's a crime now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want to, that's or I talked about your group, so now I'm on your list. I'm a criminal.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys.
I think that's why I don't think we need all these laws. I think a lot of these laws exist and continue to keep getting layered and layered on top of, so that because basically for anyone that they want to go after, they can find a law that you broke.
Yeah, there's plenty of laws now. We don't need any more laws for special groups.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether it's for gun people, or if it's for non-gun people, or it's for bicycle riders, or electric car owners, or come on, we don't need special. We don't need special laws. Laws are there already. The basic stuff has been there since the beginning of the country.
You guys, one of you guys needs to run for president. I'll support you, man. Rod Mills, if you want to do it. My man, my mellow,
If you can get me Trump's jet and plenty of money, we're on. Game on.
Trump's jet? How am I? What?
I gotta have my own jet like Trump, right?
Okay.
And it gotta have unlimited cash.
I can't. I'll get you a Jets T-shirt. How about that?
No stinking New York Jets T-shirt.
Walter, you can be the weapons manufacturing czar.
Yeah.
So in charge of
hold on 1 second. Gibson Fender gave us $10. He says, Babyface P, grab this 10 from Hank and send 2 people of your choice a sticker on me. I don't do stickers, but I want to support you and Hank. Thanks, Gibson Fender. We appreciate that.
So yeah, we got to figure out who's getting 2 stickers.
Yeah, that's all up to Babyface.
2 people getting a sticker each.
2 stickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Tomorrow, 2 people getting a sticker each.
Yeah, tomorrow. Are you giving away that swag pack tomorrow, Walter?
I got to figure out how to give it away. I just can't give it away to some ungrateful slob. It's got to be something.
Oh, boy. I'd say about 80. Okay, hold on. Let me see. How? Okay, hold on.
Walter, I love you long time. Oh. What's up with that? Boy. Bless your heart. I would have so much fun. I mean, I would piss everybody in the whole frickin' world off if I was running for president. I mean, I would not, and that's what people. I mean, that's why Trump got elected, because people are just tired of all the bullshit.
Yeah.
He says what's on his mind. If you don't like it, then well, it's too bad. I mean, he doesn't apologize for crap, and I get that. I'm tired of people apologizing. They say something. Oh, I didn't mean that. Well, why the hell did you say it?
Am I still here?
Oh, now we got you.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
I think we're gone though.
Huh? Are we?
Hey,
let's see if we're actually live or not still.
I think we're still live.
If we get 5,000 people to watch this video, you have to come on Lifestyles of Lock and Loaded naked, okay?
No.
No.
I'm not doing that. No.
Come on, hey.
People will do it just for that, and no thanks. Then everyone will. Okay, are we back? Is everyone out there?
We're back. Everybody's
okay.
back.
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, the internet. Like I said, there's something going on here with the internet. We pay for it, but we don't actually get it apparently. So it's just one of those.
That sounds like a government program.
I looked at the thing outside. What they actually have. So outside, like the cable line's coming in, right? And then it's supposed to come directly into us here, and they have a bunch of splitters on it outside.
Oh.
So there's splitters out there, then it comes in here, and there's more splitters, and the guy's like, this is crazy.
Hey, you got crackhead cable?
Man.
Yeah. I don't know. It's insane.
You got the Islamabad, Pakistan cables.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy what they're up to, and we call them all the time, and it's not supposed to be like that. So, yeah. So anyway, my apologies for that. Where were we? We got like 10 minutes. I forgot where we were. Rod Mills was trying to convince me to get naked. You want to explain to the people what you were up to, Rod Mills?
Yes.
Trying to get
if we can get.
Rod actually sits around thinking about ways that he can get me to get naked, by the way.
If we can get 2,000 views or likes.
Okay.
2,000 likes. Hank will come on the next night And
On this podcast.
and I'll be on his podcast naked.
Naked.
Yeah, you
Matter
have
of fact,
more.
you know what? No, everybody, including the guests, will be.
What? It's because
Rod
knows it ain't ever gonna happen.
Rod Mills is speaking solely for himself.
What are you talking about, Trigger?
Rod, if you really want to be naked that bad on here, we can arrange that for you if you really want to be.
I
naked
like
that
the
bad.
way you volunteering me to be naked.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just the top of your.
Oh,
Just the top. Just the top.
We don't.
Just the top.
We don't want to see the bottom.
Oh no, I don't want to see the bottom.
I don't want to see the bottom or the top. These people barely
let's do
want to see
something
the
different.
face. The people barely want to see the face here. Babyface P is like, no, this is not going to happen. If you think his face is light-skinned, this under that shirt, it's even more light-skinned than that.
I'm interrupting. All thumbs. I'm picking up my first SKS next week. I've watched a few videos on it. What would you use to clean all of the cosmoline? Does anybody else?
Ooh, clean cosmoline.
It's not really cosmoline, it's grease.
Okay.
There's a misconception about cosmoline in this country. Cosmoline is a thick, gooey, just nasty substance. Axle grease. The Chinese, I've had M44s and SKS that just coated in axle grease, basically. So anything will break. Any kind of solvent will break it down. You can use diesel fuel. You can use whatever you want. Yeah.
I go the less toxic route and do boiling water with a little bit of simple green. The hot water breaks it down. The simple green.
Yeah, you can do that. I tell you what, there's a solvent that I buy at Sam's Club. It's like purple colored, degreaser.
Purple Power?
I buy the Sam's brand, and that shit will cut some grease. If you don't dilute it, and you use it straight up, it works. So that stuff is good stuff.
Thing of Purple Power from Walmart. You can get a big gallon of it, and then boiling hot water, just hot enough where you can put your hands in it. That'll melt the grease off, and then it'll keep it from resettling on there. And then just change the water out every so often when it gets gross enough.
Kioski says, "I don't want to see man nipples that are mine."
All right, he's the winner of the swag pack.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. That should at least Kioski should get one of your stickers if he hasn't already, babyface. How about that? Yeah, just for that. That's funny.
Hit me up on Facebook, on my babyface Facebook. I will send you a sticker.
Yeah, BWE Firearm says brake cleaner. Richard Monder says brake cleaner.
Yeah.
Walmart Deal says brake cleaner. Walther Arms says mineral spirits work great.
Yeah.
And
you know what? You could do it the old-fashioned way. Just wipe it out on the outside, and just load that magazine and rock and roll. Clear the bore out and just put it out in the Florida sun. Wait, if you live in Florida.
That's the thing is, if you're in Florida, so the best thing to do actually is if you're in Florida or in the heat, stick it out in the sun with like a box underneath it and just let it drip all afternoon.
Let it melt, wipe it off.
Yeah, that's called
that's off and clean the rest.
That's called a Southern barbecue.
Red Bear says it's an XM42 to melt the grease off.
That's a flamethrower, by the way. Actually,
let's advertise. What has flamethrowers?
By the way,
here we go.
We have 6 of these in stock still.
Oh my god!
Somebody would like to have an XM42 flamethrower. Yes.
Who's the one that said about putting it out in the sun? Who said put it out in the sun?
Me and Babyface both said that.
Oh, okay. I thought someone else out there.
No, Walter, I think, said it, and then we used.
Yeah, no, that works surprisingly well. Yeah.
By the way, let's throw some guns up there. Well, we got like 5 minutes here. What? Babyface, I think you've seen this, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to see. Did anybody see about that YouTuber that died today?
Oh yeah, you were talking about this. Go ahead.
Yeah, really sad. The guy, I don't know his full name, but a guy that goes by the King of Random. So there's a YouTube channel called The King of Random. He's big time. He's got like 11 million subs. Really? Died last night in a paragliding accident of all things.
Yeah. A little John Denver action.
I'm guessing so. They luckily were able to find him because, or at least the news article said they could find him because he flew with the GPS, so they knew how to track him. But
he was doing it at night?
No, he didn't return when he was supposed to, and at night, I guess Monday night, his family said, "Hey, we don't know what's happening, or we don't know where he's at." Police ended up they had to end up go rescue, and the rescue turned into a body recovery, which is really sad.
Yeah,
but we're gonna do a video that flamethrower that we're gonna build, and Walter wants to also build one.
Yeah.
his video series. So we're gonna do a video.
Tribute.
Thanks to
Let's do a tribute to him.
Yeah.
tribute to him to make some flamethrowers. So
Okay, and
Just
the name of that
sad news.
YouTuber again, random.
it's sad.
It's what's his name again? Random stuff.
What?
Random, I believe, is what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, really sad news. So.
Yeah, that is. And I think I saw Demo Ranch lost his friend that was running the merchandising for them.
Damn.
Yeah. In a ATV in a 4-wheeler accident.
Oh.
Yeah.
Random,
I saw you made a video about that.
What was the random guy's whole name thing? Random. What?
The king of random.
The king of
random.
King of random. Yeah.
So the only thing I can say is, at least they went out kind of excitingly. I don't know if that's appropriate, but oh man, that's just hard to deal with stuff like that.
Yeah. So I guess that this is what people are asking. What is this?
Yeah.
This is the Accutech AK milled receiver on it, milled barrel in the upper assembly, I guess.
It's a heavy duty AK.
Yeah, it's pretty. Should be pretty. It should be built like a tank. We'll find out. It does. It looks like it's built like a tank for sure. If you guys can see the close-up stuff and the awesomeness in it. It's got. Check that out there. Let's see if we can get it. It's got the Hank Strange logo up on it. I think someone was asking me earlier if you guys can order that from the Accutech guys. So I think you can. I'm not sure. You'd have to call them up because they're like basically making this according to your specs. So call them up and then tell them you heard about it here from me. They'll work with you. So
yes, training facility. If you can like his page, that would be a big thing for me. Thanks.
Oh. Does he have a new one? Aries Firearm Training Facility.
Yeah, he's doing some new stuff. Yeah.
Because I thought I liked the old one, but guess I didn't.
Yeah. Trey is also on Minds, MINDS.
Got some good reviews on here. 4.9 out of 5 based on 161 people.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Hank again.
No, I'm here. Did you lose me
he's
again?
gone again.
What? I'm still
Good thing
here.
there's only 2 minutes left.
He locked up. He is.
Okay. All right, let me see. I don't know
Gibson
why.
Fender said I flew an ultralight once, never again.
Okay.
Oh, did you? When?
Is that any
no,
better
I said
here?
Gibson Fender said that.
Oh.
I've never flown an ultralight. No.
I would try it. Yes. I don't know.
Lots of people who do and never have any problems. It's just that one time when you do that. It can get bad. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, just to let everybody know, I turn 50 next September. Not this September, next year.
Yeah.
I am going to do a skydiving jump.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Am I back?
Hopefully, I'll have a GoPro, and I can film it.
I can't hear you, Lola.
My brother-in-law did that too, and I think he did it in a Speedo.
God. Just think of the person who had to be strapped.
I
to
know.
Poor guy.
I know.
Oh man.
I know.
Walter, would you ever do that?
Jump?
Yeah.
I've thought about it. About it. It'd be cool. As soon as the hardest part is going out that door.
Mm-hmm.
And once you go out the door, then everything's good, I guess, as long as the chute opens. But yeah.
Are we? I don't know if we.
I'm terrified of heights. I hate heights.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be tough for me to. It'd be tough to get me in that plane.
You should try rappelling one time.
You know the weirdest thing? It's the same thing.
Okay,
I
just
enjoy
try refreshing
rappelling when
your
you're
thing.
on the rope. Going over that
edge, yeah, it's not natural.
Sitting into the harness is the worst feeling
guys,
ever.
I don't think these guys can
It's
even
not
hear
natural.
me.
No.
Can you guys hear me?
Nope. I did
Okay.
it. Once you get to do it the first time, then I just do it over and over and over. But that first time of leaning back and trusting that rope, that was a tough one. Yeah.
Oh, Hank's back.
Oh,
Hey.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear
Yeah.
me? Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is we got lots of okay, this is getting a little crazy.
Richard Mondor says Walmart woman peeing on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, somebody's being on the Wi-Fi. Listen, let's just wrap it up right now while we're here. Let's wrap it up and get it.
All right.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's just end it if we can actually end it before it gets too crazy. We're over the 9 o'clock hour anyway. There's crazy stuff going on here. I'll try to deal with that tomorrow as much as I can. Okay, guys, quickly wrap up. Let's see. Broad Mills, how can people find out about you out there, keep up with you, follow, etc.?
if you could go to Scorched Earth Firearms Training on Facebook and like my page. I got a couple of videos, some pictures and stuff. You know, cool. You may like it.
Okay. What about you, Walter?
Safety Harbor Firearms on Instagram, on YouTube, on Gunstreamer, on Minds.
Yes.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, if you want to see the latest test fire in this thing, check out Safety Harbor Firearms on Instagram. Got a little video clip of a shooting in a bullet trap. Yep.
All right, very cool. Babyface Pete.
Babyface P on YouTube, baby_face P on Instagram. Find me on Facebook. I do have a pile of stickers left to sell. So if you guys want a sticker, message me on Facebook and I will get them sent out. I got a couple sent out today. They'll hit the mail as soon as you order them.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up right here real quick because it's everything's acting crazy. Tomorrow will be the last day for the week, and then Lola and I going on a little vacation. Walter's gonna give away that swag pack, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry about the crazy internet connection. We are out of here, guys. See ya.
All right, see you later.
Peace out. We're out of here.
Pinkies!